My name's Anthony Pacheck. What brought me here today was the chance to compete under a set of rules for wrestling tournaments that I really like, and those are catch wrestling rules, win by pin or submission. I was here last year, won the middleweight division, so of course I had to return and defend my title. So I started folk style wrestling in my freshman year of high school when I was 15. Just on a whim, my friend had been doing it. He told me to get out there to get in shape. So I did, and I hated it the first year, but the second year I ended up really liking it, falling in love with it. After high school, I got involved with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and no-gi submission wrestling. And that was really cool because I'd always seen, while I was wrestling, I saw MMA, I saw the UFC, and I saw submission holds taking place in MMA fights, and I was really shocked because I only thought those were part of like pro wrestling matches. To see them live was really cool. So when I got the chance to do a form of submission wrestling, I jumped at it, and it was pretty fun. It was really enlightening, but there was something missing from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu side of things that I couldn't quite put my finger on just yet. And over time, after I found videos of catch wrestling techniques and catch wrestling matches on the internet, I kind of realized what that was, and it was although the submission holds were present in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there was still the missing element of the violence and sort of wrestling mentality and approach to the submission game. So I immediately became intrigued with catch wrestling because of that, because you had not only the submission aspect, but also the hard-nosed, violent wrestling approach to the submissions, which I felt like was missing in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game and in really MMA to a certain degree. So I just kind of reverse engineered my submission game using the internet, using videos, and using my own sort of knowledge to resemble something that you could probably call close to catch wrestling. And then last year, when I heard that there was going to be a tournament in Humboldt, I jumped the chance because I live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so it's only about 3 hours away. So I snatched that chance up as soon as I heard about it, and came here last year, won my division. Came here today, went 3-2 in the day. I got 3 submissions. So overall, it was a good day for me. The one thing that jumped out at me right away about the difference was the number of submissions that took place. I feel like everyone's submission game within the confines of catch wrestling really increased this year. It was a noticeable difference. I don't have the numbers or anything, but I'm almost certain there were more submissions than last year. I love this rule set. I hope they keep doing it in Iowa because it's an easy drive for me. I hope everybody keeps coming to these and we can keep growing catch wrestling. And even for people who can't compete in catch wrestling, if you're a submission grappler or a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner and you like catch wrestling, it's very possible to use things like the internet to help you reverse engineer your game as such. Of course, you got to be intelligent about it, and nothing is going to compare to having actual instruction. But you can do it, and it at the very least, it'll spice up your game. It'll spice up your training in whatever kind of wrestling or grappling you do. Lastly, I'd like to thank my sponsor, the car helping me here today. And that's all I got. Yeah, as far as the actual competition today goes, I wrestled a lot better than I thought I would. Beat 3 guys who are bigger than me via submission. I think last year I won both my matches by pin. So the fact that I was able to get 3 victories today via submission was really cool. I learned that my leg riding game is pretty strong and pretty dangerous within the realm of catch wrestling. I did it last year, but I didn't get any submissions off it. So I was really impressed with my leg riding and my overall just leg lock game. If there's one thing I definitely learned today, is that I really have to, if I know that I'm going to be facing guys who are bigger than me, I really have to plan for that more accordingly. Going into my last match with Travis Muyuf, I was talking to Curran Jacobs, and he told me not to clinch up with him, not to lock with him. I agreed with him. But I went out there and I locked up with him and got thrown. So definitely further engineering my catch wrestling game for guys who are bigger than me, which is a cool little endeavor, and a cool little extra thing I can add to my training as well. It'll be tough, but it'll be interesting.